So I saw this statue at a museum and thought, hey, I should draw that. So I drew it, and then I practiced for 30 days and thought, hey, I should draw that same statue again to see if I improved. So let's do it. I didn't know anything about this statue the first time around, I just thought it would be a good challenge. But the second time around, I got curious, like, who is this distinguished gentleman? So I looked into it. Apparently, it's a man by the name of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who was the most popular American poet in the 19th century. And I didn't know about him until now. Further digging turned up an incredibly unexpected, riveting story behind this man's beard. Like, oh, you thought 19th century gentleman has a large beard? Of course, what's the big deal? No. There is a Shakespearean level play behind this beard. And of course, I am going to share it. So Henry fell in love with this woman named Fanny Appleton. And she was this very beautiful, intelligent woman and also very independent-minded. So when he asked her to marry him, she was like, nah. I'm not into that, I'm good. But he was so determined, he would walk 1.5 hours every week from where he was a professor in Cambridge, Massachusetts, over this bridge to Appleton's family home in Boston, roughly a 3-mile walk, just to see her, give her flowers and poems, get rejected, and make the sad walk back home. Henry got so depressed about being friend-zoned that he had to take a 6-month leave from his job just to go and recover at a spa in Germany, which... way to go with the self-care, Henry, come on. He never really got over her, but then, many years later, they bumped into each other at a party and everything changed. Turns out my girl Fanny just needed 7 years to think it over. She finally sent a letter to Henry agreeing to marry him, and my bro got so excited he once again took that 1.5 hour walk over that bridge, except this time it was to meet his wife-to-be. Being a poet, he of course wrote a poem about this whole story called The Bridge. And fun fact, that bridge was rebuilt decades later and is now named the Longfellow Bridge because of this story, which is freaking adorable. But I did say there was a matter of a beard involved. And I also said that this was a Shakespearean play. And we know how those turn out. One day they were at home with their kids and Fanny's dress accidentally caught on fire. Henry jumped up to put out the flames, but her burns were too extensive and she died at the age of 44. In the process of trying to save her, Henry got severe burns on his face, and so he grew out a beard to cover the scars, which he wore for the rest of his life, and it became his signature look. To sum up how much this dude loved his wife, when asked about his marriage, he said, "She never came into a room where I was without my heart beating quicker, nor went out without my feeling that something of the light went with her." This needs to be a movie, a play, a song, an album. Let's make this happen. This is why I love art so much. Every person we meet is full of incredible stories like this, but art is like a bookmark that allows us to return to our favorite chapters, even 200 years later.